talked in the spring about a lot of new faces and a different kind of room. What's it been like to get to this point with the guys you've got?
It's been good. I mean, we've worked a lot here in the summer, especially getting the newer guys up to speed on everything. I mean, it's a lot to learn, a lot of volume in the offense, but it's gone well. They picked it up well. I think everybody's kind of starting to get a comfort level with the offense, and we're kind of hitting our stride a little bit.
Seems like Jalil's taken a big jump from this time of last year. What have you seen with him, and where has he taken that?
We finally got his weight to where he's been consistent with that, and that's been a battle we fought a little bit, but I mean, I commend him on that. He's done a really good job of maintaining that and working his butt off in the weight room and becoming a more consistent player and learning the offense and catching the football. And these guys he's been consistent throughout the spring, throughout the summer, and throughout the camps. We're excited to see where he goes in the fall.
Does make it a nightmare for a matchup, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's a heck of an athlete.
Nate's a guy that's been in the system for a while. Have you seen what you want from him this fall?
Yeah, Nate's solid. He's a good guy. Played a lot of snaps for us as a redshirt freshman 2 years ago. A lot of snaps last year. Understands the offense. He can play all three spots. He's a really versatile guy. Good leader in the room and a good leader on our football team. So I mean, he's as solid as they get.
Do you feel like with some of the other guys, and it seems like Jacob's we saw was getting a lot of reps, with the second group. Did those other guys come along? Can you just kind of talk about Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob
Mitchell a little bit.
Yeah, Jacob's doing a good job. He's gotten reps a lot. Most of the time with the second group, we'll give him some reps. So we've gotten him a lot of reps with the ones lately. He's coming along, getting a lot more comfortable with the offense. He gives us a good balance in the pass game. He's a good athlete. He catches the ball well. And we're just trying to get him. It's kind of the nature of the beast with the offense he was in last year. Is a little more of an air raid, flex out type role for him. And he's good in that role, but we're trying to hone his blocking skills a little bit there, and he's coming along there. Devon's a guy that got here in the summer, and a redshirt freshman, so we fought a little bit of a consistency issue there at first, but I mean, really over the last couple of weeks, he's kind of coming to his own. He's starting to pick things up a little bit better, and you're starting to see him turn the corner on some things because, I mean, Devon's a big dude, physical player. He's kind of an old school throwback tight end. I mean, he's a 270-pound guy that likes contact, and if you got a guy like that and he catches the ball really well, it's my job as a coach to get him ready to go. Dylan Messman's done a really good job. He's come on. He's staying consistent, but he's got to keep developing the run game, keep developing a little bit more consistency catching the football. But I like where those guys are right now.
You mentioned Devon Mitchell. Him and Hamilton Atkins were taking snaps at fullback at some point in fall camp. What have you seen out of that area so far with Dwayne Martin moving on?
We've had a lot of guys take reps at fullback. I mean, Devon has, Hamilton has. We've got Jackson Panarello that's come over and take some from linebacker. Nate is taking some there. But we're just trying to find that right fit because DJ's a guy that you get a guy that big and that physical in that role. DJ did a heck of a job. I mean, that's why he got into a camp with the Lions and he's got a chance to play at the next level. But we're trying to find that guy to replace it, and we've worked some guys there. We like where we're at right now with who we've kind of got a pecking order in our head of how those guys are going to line up, and depending on what we're doing, who's in the game there. But we may play a couple different guys there.
Just with just a little over a week before the season starts, are you satisfied with just overall where the guys are? If not, like, where do you want to see more growth before that first game?
Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with where we're at. I think we've come a long way. I think we're understanding the offense. I think we've got to continue to get better. And the consistency factor is always going to be a thing because if you're a consistent player, you're a productive player, and you're doing your job. And so, as consistent as you can be, the better you'll be. And we're trying to get as many guys in that room ready to go because you don't know what's going to happen during the season. You could lose 1, 2, 3 guys. It's going to be the next guy up, and the standard's not going to change. And so we've got to continue to get the guys in that room ready to go, whether you're the 1 or the 4. So.
Kind of in that regard, is it a challenge at this point to figure out who is the 1, 2, 3, or 4?
It is, but I think we've got an idea, and a lot of times, I mean, everybody in the room's kind of got a different skill set, and depending on the situation in the game, you can get the right guy in, and we can personnel some things the right way to get the right people in. But you try to get guys in to do what they're good at, and don't ask guys to do things that they're going to struggle with because that's going to hurt their confidence moving forward in other ways and other things. And if they're able to gain confidence doing things they're good at early on, all right, then you build the rest of their game out, and that's something that we're trying to do. And you've seen guys like Jalil, who came in as a really athletic guy in the receiving game. He's developed into a really good blocker, a really good pass protector, and he's starting to become an all-around type tight end. So we've got to continue to do that with the other guys as well.
Kind of building off of that, how have the guys collectively in the room looked from a blocking perspective?
I think they've gotten. We're doing a good job. Obviously, we lost. I mean, Mark Redmond was. It's hard to replace a guy 6'6", 260 who's playing for the Rams right now, and he was a heck of a blocker. But I think Jaleel has taken on. He's had a chip on his shoulder coming during the entire offseason in the weight room and in practice. That he's become a guy that can do that. And between him and Nate and Stu and Devon, I mean, those guys we're going to try to. We've got to get them in the right positions because they're all good at different aspects of the game, and we've got to try to get them in the right spots to do that. So I think I'm comfortable with where we're at. We just got to keep the pieces in the right spots.
Brian, you mentioned Jackson playing fullback. Am I right? Like spring game, you had to move him like the week of, like he was doing defense and tight end. Is he kind of going back and forth now?
He's a little bit back and forth. I mean, he's out there in a black jersey, so he's kind of he's in a different color jersey than everybody. And he's on, like today, he met with the defense, but he was with us for a few plays. But I think back in the spring, he moved to fullback like 2 days before the spring game, and we're playing fast forward catch up to teach him a couple plays to do out of two back. And Jackson's done a good job. I mean, he's got good leverage. He's feared. He'll throw it up in there and roll his hips, and he's physical, so he catches the ball well. And he's an all-around good football player, and he's a guy that the defense likes as well. And so he's a guy we're going to continue to work both ways. But I think for his role for us, we've got to continue to try to get him ready in all aspects of what we're trying to do.
All right.
Thank you.